Breaking news, you might say heartbreaking news. A heartbreaking day in Florida, and sadly an all too familiar one.
Is reporting that there's been a shooting at a church there, a shooting at a church in Charleston.
Tense situation in Illinois where officials say at least 4 officers and multiple civilians have been struck by gunfire.
Horrific shooting on the Las Vegas Strip. It's the deadliest mass shooting in modern United States history.
In the first 4 months of 2019 alone, there have been a total of 121 mass shootings in the United States, killing 140 and injuring many more. Whether you're pro-gun or not, I think that we can all agree that there needs to be some sort of change in gun control in order to prevent more of these deaths. I'm not against the Second Amendment, but I feel that there needs to be a condition to the right to bear arms. People should not have a big choice of what gun they can arm themselves with. A handgun is good enough for self-defense, while for hunting, you use a hunting rifle. A semi-automatic weapon is an unnecessary weapon for the general public. After a mass shooting over 2 decades ago in Australia, their government banned all military-grade semi-automatic weapons. Since then, mass shootings there have significantly decreased. Midway through this past March, there was a mass shooting in New Zealand. It took the New Zealand Prime Minister 6 days to ban all military-grade semi-automatic weapons, as well as bump stocks. The United States has made few to no changes in regards to the selling of these firearms, even with 121 shootings over the past 4 months. Politicians need to start following other countries' steps and ban these weapons. If other countries can make these changes, why can't we? Part of the problem in this is the NRA. The NRA funds many politicians, and through heavy lobbying, they convince politicians that the U.S. needs more guns to be safe. They rely heavily on the interpretation of the Second Amendment. If organizations like the NRA are going to make it so difficult to make a great change, then we need to start smaller and make our way to the bigger picture. This can start with the banning of bump stocks or having a buyback of guns. Bump stocks are gun attachments that increase their fire rate, allowing the gunman to do a lot more damage than without it. Banning these would save a fraction of lives from mass shootings, but it is a good start to prevent more deaths. We could also do a buyback of guns to have gun owners return their guns. Australia did one after their mass shooting and tallied over 600,000 guns returned. This is another small step that can make a positive change. We also don't have to leave it up to the politicians to make change. We can help make our country safer in simple ways. In our current community of the Tri-Valley, teenagers have been trying to bring awareness to the anti-gun violence campaign. Shortly after the Parkland shooting in Florida, a group of teenagers planned and executed a 50-mile march against gun violence from Worcester, Massachusetts to Springfield, Massachusetts. After the Parkland school shooting, many high schools, including my own, had a step out where everyone left class to rally behind the victims of the shooting. These little marches and rallies can help voice the issue and the need for change. You can also help by donating to gun control organizations such as the Brady Campaign, Every Town for Gun Safety, and the Coalition to Stop Gun Violence. These small changes can end up making a bigger difference in the world. Changes need to be made, and the time to start is now.